The topic now we are going to learn is about molecular solids. Molecular solids consist of molecules, neutral molecules. Neutral molecules. They are held together by weak van der Waals forces. These solids are soft. They do not conduct electricity. Do not conduct electricity. So they are subdivided into three types. Number one, non-polar molecular solids. Number two, polar molecular solids. Number three, hydrogen bonded molecular solids. Non-polar, polar, hydrogen bonded. So first one, non-polar. Here the atoms like argon, helium and molecules like iodine, chlorine, hydrogen, etc. formed by non-polar covalent bond. Non-polar, no charge, that is non-polar. So here these atoms or molecules held by weak dispersion forces or London forces. Weak dispersion forces or London forces. These solids are soft, non-conductors of electricity. They have low melting point and they are usually liquid or gas at room temperature and pressure. Example, naphthalene using in our home, anthracene. These are non-polar molecular solids. So generally here the atoms or molecules held together by non-polar covalent bond, that is held by weak dispersion forces or London forces. These molecules are soft and they do not conduct electricity. They have low melting point and usually occurs as liquid or gas at room temperature and pressure. Example, naphthalene, anthracene, etc. Next one is polar. Polar means dipole, positive and negative charges. That is called a dipole. Polar molecular solids. Polar molecular solids. Here the molecules like HCl, SO2, sulfur dioxide, etc. formed by polar covalent bond. The molecules in these solids held together by strong dipole-dipole interaction. Strong dipole-dipole. Di means two, pole means charges, positive and negative charge. That is a dipole. Positive, negative, dipole. Strong dipole-dipole interaction. These solids are also soft and they are also non-conductors of electricity, but they are having high melting point than those of non-polar molecular solids. Most of these occurs as gases or liquids at room temperature and pressure. Example, solid CO2, carbon dioxide, solid ammonia, etc. This is called polar molecular solids. Molecules like HCl, SO2 held together by polar covalent bond, that is strong dipole-dipole interaction. Solids are soft, non-conductors of electricity, have high melting point. Most of these are occurs as gases or liquids under room temperature and pressure. Example solid CO2 and solid ammonia, etc. The third one is hydrogen bonded molecular solids. These molecules held together by hydrogen bond, that is polar covalent bond between hydrogen and the more electronegative atoms like fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen atoms. That is between hydrogen and fluorine, HF. This is the hydrogen bond, or hydrogen oxygen, like this. Hydrogen and the most electronegative atom. They are soft solids or volatile liquids under room temperature and pressure. They are also non-conductors of electricity. And example, solid ice or water, glucose, urea, etc. So these are the molecular solids and its subdivisions: non-polar molecular solids, polar molecular solids, hydrogen bonded molecular solids.